Hey, hey, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, Audra.
Happy Friday, Molly.
We have a bunch of good news to share today.
We sure do. It's been a very busy week around the financial services industry.
Yeah, yeah. And last week, you weren't here, and I said, I think she has an announcement for us. And
I did.
this week, you do have an announcement for us. So I'm excited about this.
Yes, and we will tell you all about it. But first, we want to talk about other people's wins. So stick around to the end, and we'll tell you everything you want to know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Some cool things happened this week, and I'm happy to share them. And I love doing this. I love doing this with you and with everybody that watches on Fridays because we need some good news in our lives. And there are some amazing women in the financial services industry that are killing it. And so, just to be able to carve out time every Friday to celebrate them and give a shout out. That's not work. That's like it's the best. So,
And remember, we are celebrating all of these women, whether we know them or not. And because we're trying to recognize them and extend our reach, extend our network, and welcome them in.
exactly. Exactly. So we may not know them now, but we're headed
We
their
will,
way.
but we
Yeah.
will.
Yeah. Okay, so first up, we want to congratulate Terri Williams. Terri Williams is the president and COO at OneUnited Bank. It's a Black-owned bank, been around for 50 years, I think. If you don't know about the bank and their mission, you should check them out. And the Black Economic Council of Massachusetts will be honoring her with a Lifetime Achievement Award. So, hats off. Congrats.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, it's really a cool thing, and I'm gonna read up more about the bank and about her. Next up, congrats to our Athena's Council, member, Laura Lasher. I caught her on Rick's Room, the podcast with Rick Grant, on I just watched it this morning. Go watch that. We will drop the link in the comments. The interview is really, well, Laura was a very successful loan officer, built a team, and ran the whole division for a large bank. And she's sharing knowledge about what individual loan officers can do with partnerships to build their referral business and stuff. It's really a fascinating interview. And good morning, Jill.
Good morning. It's good to see you.
Yeah. I just went on and on about Laura's interview, I realized. But anyway, I'm going to drop the link in the comments. We should watch it. Okay, up next, yay for Dana Georgiou. She just gave a grit, grind, and grace. That's her philosophy, and she's spoken about it here at Athena's Council before. But she gave the keynote at the luncheon for WIMIN Houston. And Kim Hoffman happened to be in the room and said, and texted me and said, we need Dana to come and do this for Athena's Council. And so Dana agreed, and she's going to do it on March 9th for our community in a Zoom. So that's something to look forward to. And we're excited to have her.
Well,
Thanks for doing it, Dana.
we're excited to see you, Dana.
Um, Speaking of amazing speakers, on March 26th, inside Athena's Council, Audra Agen, Miss Audra herself, is going to share business development strategies for fintechs and service providers in financial services. So, anybody who's trying to sell into banks, credit unions, mortgage companies, any of those types of institutions, we're going to get together on March 26th and talk about the strategies that work today,
Yeah.
led
And
by
it
our own Audra.
should be fun. So please join us.
Yeah. Thanks for doing it, Audra.
My pleasure.
Okay, next up, we want to give a shout out to Tidal Wave, Diane Yu. I think we've mentioned her on here before. This is a company to watch. It is all the buzz, an AI-driven mortgage technology platform. POS and LOS built in, I think. I really don't know for sure. Check me on that. Who cares? The company is taking off and everybody's talking about them. And they posted a success story with Flat Branch last week. It is well worth the read, the ROI that they're seeing from Tidal Waves technology, led by Diane Yu. So shout out to Diane.
Well, congratulations, Diane, to you and your team.
Exactly. Okay, next up, Amanda Pad. She will be speaking. She's a fraud expert, and she will be speaking at Northeast Mortgage Summit, and that's taking place on February 25th and 26th, so next week. If you're headed to the Northeast Mortgage Summit, don't miss that session. Amanda Pad, fraud expert. And then finally, congrats. Oh, no, not finally. I have a couple more. Uh, Congrats to Logan Finance and, uh, Laura Gonzalez. Ama she is celebrating, 2 years at Logan Finance, and I think I Laura Gonzalez, 2 years at Logan Finance. Congrats to them. And then finally, a big happy birthday to Katie King. She's with Gateless, AI and operations business development expert, and an Athena's council member celebrating happy birthday today.
So
All
happy
right.
birthday, Katie. Our best wishes to you.
Yes. I know she's gonna have a great day.
So we hope you have the best day and get a giant slice of cake and a big glass of champagne.
Yes, cheers to you. Okay, Audra, it is time. It is time for you to tell us your news and tell us a little bit about it.
I landed my dream role. If you'd like to know what and where, please go check out my profile. But the exciting thing is how. And it's part of it was because I borrowed a philosophy from our friend Laura K. Sheely, and I designed my North Star. And I committed to it. And that is how I designed what I wanted to do next. And then I surrounded myself with an incredible support team, Athena's council included, my family and Athena's council, and then just stuck to it. Wasn't easy. I had plenty of cheerleaders picking me up and cheering me on even when it was hard. But that is what I did. And it's absolutely worth it.
First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you and your family, and, your experience echoes if you remember a couple weeks ago when we were talking with Lynn Tarantino about
Mhm.
really, okay, taking the time to figure out what is my ideal role? What do I really wanna do? So that is what you're saying, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I took a moment to figure out what I really wanted to do, what set my soul on fire and got me out of bed in the morning. And that took a minute to figure that out. And it were some trial and error to it as well. But once I figured it out, it was easy to determine what it looked like and what it didn't. And what settled in my soul, things that I knew I was like, oh, this isn't it. And then when it definitely was, it was for sure.
Well, Jill says, "I am so ridiculously happy for you and proud of your hard work, Audra. They are so lucky to have you."
And I'm thrilled and I'm ecstatic to be joining them. So I'm really excited for the next chapter of my journey.
Okay, so let's get a little bit in the weeds about what did you do? Okay, after you had in your mind your ideal role, like you really thought about it and you had it defined in your mind, what did you do differently than normal that you feel attracted the right positions, the right interviews? Like, how, tell me tactically, how was that different from normal job search?
What I did is I turned myself into the marketing product rather than, you know, marketing other things. I turned myself into the product and remembered that I have all these skills and highlighted them to the best of my ability and showcased them in the best possible light and demonstrated that in my writing. And because of Suha's suggestion, I started writing about it in really unique ways on LinkedIn, in storytelling ways in LinkedIn that didn't sound like I was marketing myself. I told stories in engaging ways to tell people about myself and what I contributed. And that is how I got people to get to know me and draw them in. That's basically how I did it. That's marketing. That's how you get sold products, basically. I mean, Molly's a marketer by trade, and that's how you get marketed products. I just did it in a different way. I just marketed people me.
So, Jen Chapman, hello, good morning. Uh, okay, so when you started doing that, uh, marketing yourself as a product, and you had already defined what that ideal role would look like, how long did it take you before, once you started implementing these things, before recruiters were coming to you and you were having more meaningful conversations?
About 60 days.
Okay.
And it was during the holidays. So take that in mind. But it was about 60 days.
That's pretty fast.
And all things considered, yeah.
Well, hi, Jen. She says storytelling is the best. 100%. 100%.
So
Okay.
it does take effort. It does take some practice. It does take some trial and error. It does take some input from your trusted tribe, but it does work.
Congrats, Audra.
I thank you.
You've already started working.
I have.
Are they going to be okay with you hanging out on LinkedIn on Fridays?
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. As long as I don't take up too much of their time.
Yeah.
This is a break time right now.
Okay.
This is lunchtime.
All right. Well, one thing that we talked about that I wanted to make sure that everybody who is watching or listening understands is, if you're a woman in financial services and you are looking for your next role, we have several women inside Athena's Council who are on that same path, doing that same journey, where we are supporting, helping, introducing, supporting. Did I already say supporting? But that
Yes.
is okay. That is really what it is. It's a rough time out there right now, but you don't have to do this alone. There are a bunch of women in our industry working together on the things that Audra's talking about. And Audra, you said you're happy, like you will, people should DM you, ask the questions. what could I change in my profile? You're happy to pay it forward and help others do the same thing.
I absolutely am. I absolutely am. It takes effort. It's not hard, but it does take some investment of your time. So
Okay.
yeah, you want some guidance? Let me know.
Thanks, Audra. Thanks,
Suha.
everybody.
Yeah, Suha. Yep, your influence is widespread for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've got a strategy, like a toolkit, and it's working.
It is
So,
definitely working. And
all
we have a
right.
plan to influence all of LinkedIn. So if you want to know more, definitely hit up Molly because she's got the entire toolkit ready to rock.
Yeah, that's working already too.
Yes, it is.
All right, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to everyone.
We'll see you next Friday. We've got another long list of wins from women in financial services. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.